What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Where the hell is... Oh. I'm getting ready for work. Let me go ahead and let me get the rest of my stuff together. Today's video is a little different. I came home last night from work, dog, and I wasn't able to edit the video I had set for today. So I figured, why not go live? You know, it's certain things I do want to talk about that I don't get to touch on in my video. And I can't show y'all this room. This room here looks crazy. This is an embarrassment. This is an embarrassment for real. All right, let's see. I have my belt, my watch, my wallet. Hi. Oh, say hi, babe. I'm live. Where you at?
Hey.
Where did you go?
Hey,
Where you at?
I'm cute and pregnant.
Where you going with the water?
To put them in the kitchen. You want to go?
No, I'm about to go to work. I look like Snoop Dogg. You got jokes. You got jokes. Nah, I'm gonna take the camera. Why?
There's your cat in the garage.
You said a cat in the garage?
Mm-hmm.
This the food for work? No, where the food for work? Oh, I think I got. Oh, you passing my? I can't say it on camera. Passing my thing. What's up, y'all? My bad. I'm actually.
You understand that you want to?
Yeah, I got it in the car. That's another thing. I'm gonna be able to test it out and see how it works.
I think it's on the live now.
Yeah. Is this the fruit smoothie?
Yes.
Hey boy, can you do me a favor? You ain't doing shit. Say hi. Say hi. You know, say hi. Hi. Why are you in here like somebody sticking you up? What's wrong with you? Babe, where my car keys?
It's on the thing upstairs.
Where? No, not that.
Bookshelf.
Oh, go get my car keys upstairs. Thank you.
In the gas room right now. On the bookshelf.
All right. My bad, y'all. My bad. I'm running late. Like I was saying, man, I have a video. Well, I have a couple videos that I'm still in the process of editing. But last night, man, I came home. I was well. I had to set up my YouTube account because I'm trying to change it so I could it served me better in my taxes. If y'all follow me on Instagram and TikTok, I know some of y'all still ain't doing none of that following, you know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't here getting all this free entertainment and y'all can't follow and subscribe and do all that for free. I'm on y'all. But anyway, yeah, so I came home and I was working on that. So it took me a little bit to do that. And I just fell asleep and literally just woke up in time to take it. You can't find the keys? How you couldn't find the keys?
I checked in the guest room.
You check in the guest room and you didn't find it?
And you're not taking that to work.
Get off me. You no help. You supposed to be my little helper, dog. You supposed to be my helper, bro. Why I gotta walk all the way up here to find the key? Babe, you sure it was here? Bro, sometimes your mother just be talking. She just be talking, bro. She said it was here. My bad, dog.
You're not taking it with you.
Babe! Bro. There go my keys. She just be talking. She told me it was in the guest room. Whole time it's on the bed right here. Alright. So like I was saying, man, I was trying to fix the tax stuff So Uncle Sam don't take all my money next year. So that took up most of my time. So I couldn't edit the video. But that also gave me an idea. Because back in the day,
The bag.
the bags is in the car.
On the car. Your door was locked.
My door is locked. I usually don't lock it.
I know.
I know. We out here now. We out here. Don't sleep, y'all. Don't sleep. Look. Look at the grass. Look at the grass. I'm doing a better job of cutting my grass. Alright, bro. Alright, bro. Hey, boy, come give me a hug. What you got going on? I'm embarrassing you. Shut up. You done lost your mom. Give me a hug. The neighbors are gonna see. Boy, come here. Give me a hug.
Oh.
Look. This nigga done lost his mind. Talking about I'm embarrassing him. Y'all peep the Bugatti coupe. This the work car. This the work car, bro. Humble thyself. You feel me? Humble thyself. Why she give me all this stuff for work? What is all of this? Oh, I remember this. Yo, look, let me tell y'all. My neighbor, right? Well, I might be snitching, so let me not snitch too hard. My neighbor then gave me some bread and stuff. Cause he worked for one of them companies that be delivering bread. So he done gave me some bread, so I'm about to give it to my coworkers. Well, I'm gonna put it in the office. I ain't gonna say I'm gonna give it to them, because you know folks be acting brand new when they feel as though you giving them charity. So I'm gonna just put it in the office, and whoever want to take it could take it. I feel as though I've been live for 7 minutes and I ain't really say shit. How y'all doing? How y'all doing, man? I haven't gone live in such a long time. Y'all remember back in the day, for those of y'all who been here since 2015, 2016, y'all remember going live was a daily thing. We used to have a time. Wait, let me show y'all this. Whoa. Let me show y'all this. Don't sleep now. Don't sleep. Hold on. Ooh. This my new setup. Who the fuck closed the door? What the hell? It's the new setup, y'all. Don't sleep. Oh, this should look professional. Alright. So y'all finna ride with me. And we're gonna take that trip to work. Now I don't have too many things to talk about, but I just wanted to spend some time with y'all. This ride be like 40 minutes, you know what I'm saying? This is a 40-minute ride to work. Oh, let me make sure my AC on. Now listen, I'm gonna forewarn y'all. This is the hoopty. So you're gonna hear some sounds that normal cars don't make, you know what I'm saying? But it's all good. Bitch, what the fuck you doing? I'm telling y'all. Alright, so you're gonna hear some sounds that normal cars don't make. Now I'm gonna give y'all some history on this car. When I first bought my Challenger, I didn't want to put a whole bunch of miles on it. So I went ahead and I got this. Now the people where I got this car from, right? And you know, I knew some shit was up. They basically tried to scam me, like how most car places try to scam you. They sold me this. Y'all hear it? It already started. Alright, so they sold me this joint, right? And there's a whole bunch of things happening. First, it was making these weird ass noises, and it turns out the muffler it was broken. That was one. Now the shit, it was like clockwork, bro. The shit literally broke once I drove off the lot. It was crazy. Then the second thing, the freaking H2, the what you call it, bro? The oxygen, the O2 sensor, that shit went out. Then the fucking thermostat went out. Basically, I got this motherfucker, and this is how I learned how to like fix cars. So you see how this joint is driving? It's accumulation of me working on it, collaborative effort, me working on it, and I got a mechanic named Gustavo, and Gustavo be like doing certain things too. So I done changed the O2 sensor. I done had to pay to get this shit welded. I had to change the struts, bro. There's so much shit that was wrong with this car. But all I'm gonna say is, when you go to buy a car, be careful. Be careful, because them folks just care about getting it off the lot and it becoming your problem. Because once you get off the, remember that. Right. So now, damn, I'm sweating. The AC, I had to charge my AC. Come on, you're embarrassing me, girl. Give me some of that. Give me some of that AC. All right, so I do want to talk about some things. First thing. Now, if you've seen this video, you know what I'm talking about. You guys remember I dropped a video and I was basically talking about how you had them fake woke dudes that used to try to talk to my wife when we was in school. You know what I'm saying? Now, all of them wasn't fake, okay? Some of them dudes just used to try to say, Grand Rising Queen and Assalamu Alaikum and all that. They used to say that shit because my wife grew up a 5%er, and a lot of the stuff she posts on her social media is kind of woke. So to get an opening, they used to get on some like, oh well, shit, you know, she into that, well, I'm into that too. But in college, a lot of them dudes used to try to weaponize the whole Pan-African movement to get pussy. Like I swear, I seen it firsthand. And I know some of y'all was in the comment section and y'all was complaining, but I wasn't coming at the woke movement. I was just coming at those particular dudes. And I knew a few of them niggas personally who literally just weaponized that shit just to get they meat wet. You feel me? Because look, 10 years later, they not living like that. A lot of these dudes would literally come to your girl talking about Salam Alaikum Queen, Grand Rising Melanin Goddess, and as soon as they get the pussy, what they gonna do? Start calling her bitches and hoes. So those the people I was talking about. I seen a few of y'all got offended when I was talking about that. Listen, I'm all for the movement. You feel me? I do wish that we went about it a little bit differently. But who am I? You know what I mean? If this is what I'll say. I feel as though a lot of us need to watch, and a lot of us need to read the 48 Laws of Power. The Art of War and the 48 Laws of Power. Those are two books that I feel as though we all need to read because we all can benefit from it. And the reason I say that is you gotta learn how to strategically fight a war. Sometimes I feel as though we be too loud about certain shit and people could see us coming. You feel me? And you know, it make the war harder. So you gotta take it battle by battle. Whatever changes you're trying to make, you gotta battle by battle. You know what I'm saying? Each battle is a victory closer to winning the war. And I think that'd be our problem. We just wanna, I'm representing. I want everybody to know I'm representing. Well, that's cool. But if you strategically do certain things, folks ain't gonna see you coming. You know what? This leads into something. Look what's happening to Dr. Umar right now, right? And I've been seeing people making videos on Dr. Umar, and I do feel some type of way. I don't really know too much of what bad he has done, but the fact that the same people that he going hard for is the same people that's making videos about him, and like, yeah, this is a money grab, or you know what I'm saying? Hey, it's crazy to me. But at the same time, he's the face of the whole movement. You feel me? He's the face of shit. How many times you seen a video or like a picture or something, well, a video, you might see an interracial couple, right? Who face they gonna put? Dr. Umar. Why? Because they know Dr. Umar don't go for that shit. You feel me? You see a white girl, thick white girl, right? On the internet. Who face they gonna put it as the meme? Dr. Umar. Because we know he don't stand for that shit. Now, he's so loud with his war with his battles, you know what I'm saying? He's so loud. Of course, like folks ain't gonna give him a chance. He ain't gonna have a chance to do nothing. Cause they already know what he about. They already know how he coming. So that's what I think. I just feel as though we be too loud with what we trying to accomplish. You give people a chance to strategize and keep you from accomplishing your goal. That's what I be saying. You feel me? And I get it. Like that's one of our problems too. And I don't, you know what I'm saying? I love my black folks and white folks. I know some of y'all are in here. You know what I mean? And I hope that just us having this conversation, you able to kind of see and understand where we be coming from. God damn, Will, Will almost made me crash my damn car. Yeah, I appreciate you, Will. But look, so I think, right, for us, we always hold each other to a standard where we gotta prove that we black enough. Like, it don't matter where you at, right? When you grew up in the hood, because a lot of us grew up in the hood, you had to prove that you belong. Like, you had to do certain shit. You had to always prove that you was real enough to be a part of the hood. And usually when you gotta prove that shit, it's a sacrifice. Like when you grew up and you were around your boys and shit like that, you know what I'm saying, you gang banging or whatever, you gotta prove that you worthy of being around them by sacrificing something. And what you gotta sacrifice? You usually gotta sacrifice your freedom. You gotta do some shit to risk your freedom to show that you're real enough, right? Cool. Alright. Now let's say as adults, we're not doing no criminal activity. Let's say as adults, you're a black person and you own a business, okay? The other people in our community, they'll look at your business, and if you're not aligning yourself, like, and when I say aligning yourself, if you're not publicly aligning yourself with some type of movement, you ain't black enough. Your business ain't for the people. Now, it don't matter if you quietly doing shit, like if you quietly funding places, if you quietly taking care of folks, that don't matter, because you not risking your business to show that you a part of the movement. And that's the problem I got. Like, why do we always have to prove some shit? Why we can't just do stuff? Like, why everybody gotta know what we trying to do? Why everybody got, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like that. I feel as though we can quietly and strategically do things. Me personally, I ain't the model for I ain't feel like I'm a model ass individual, but I'd rather do things quietly. I'd rather you not see me coming. That's the best bet. I'd rather you not see you coming. You see, I done came here and I done turned this into a sermon. I wasn't trying to do that. I swear I wasn't trying to do that, but like that shit was on my heart, bro. Because I read some of those comments and I'm like, damn, folks basically saying I'm not black enough. Damn, I'm hurt. Even the stuff with the police. Even the shit with the police, right? A lot of times I put them videos up with the police and I might say certain things that people don't agree with. I seen a comment where because in the video I said, yo, you know, you live to fight another day. I believe in living to fight another day. Somebody basically told me I was pussy. Folks told me I was pussy. Yo, look where I'm driving right now. Look, y'all can't see where I'm driving right now. Bro, I work, in order to get to my job, I have to drive through some of the most racist parts of Georgia. Like, y'all see all these trees? Can y'all see these trees in the background? Imagine me getting stopped over here at 3 in the morning. You think I'm finna be, officer, why you stop me? What is your reasonable, articulable suspicion to stop me? Nigga, I ain't doing that shit. For what? Ain't no cameras back here but trees. And then a lot of times, folks, most of these dudes, I ain't gonna say most, but a lot of these cops, bro, they be ego tripping. The worst thing you can do with somebody who's ego tripping is attack their ego, especially when they feel as though they have some type of power over you. Your best bet is go with the program, unless folks is really about to kill your ass. Then you know what I'm saying. But don't argue, don't talk back, don't do all of that. Fight it in court. His dash cam recording. If you got a camera and you recording, fight it in court. Ain't no point in trying to be rebellious. Like, I be seeing a lot of these videos, and you know what this shit be remind me of? This shit be remind me of when I was in school, right? And we had certain kids that would just be talking crazy to the teacher, be disrupting the class and shit, because they knew that the teacher supposedly couldn't put hands on them, or they knew that the teacher couldn't go as far as, somebody on the street would. And I don't think it's fair, bro. Well, I ain't gonna say I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's right. Like, don't do that. We adults. We adults, bro. What's gonna happen, right? You get pulled over, police whoop your ass. It's an organization. It's basically a gang that's backed up by the government. So they're gonna figure out some type of way to get their people out of that. Whereas if you move corporately, you gotta move corporate when you're dealing with these people. You gotta move corporate. So however you act on camera, because you being recorded, you gotta look like an angel. You feel what I'm saying? You look like an angel. Police pull you over, they got you on camera cooperating. The next step is, so if you on camera cooperating, if he's on camera cooperating, what was the point of you punching him in the face? There's no reason for you to be punching him in the face. What was the point of you breaking his window? He's cooperating. So now you have a case. This is how I feel. Maybe some of y'all still gonna call me pussy, but this is how I feel, bro. I ain't saying what them folks be doing is right, but when you're in a situation where somebody supposedly have power, or they feel as though they have power, and they're walking a thin line between obeying the law and ego tripping, don't give them a reason to jump over the other side of that line, bro. Don't give them a reason, dog. Just, hey, listen, man, my hand right here. You pull me over for what? All right, cool. Give me my ticket. I'll see you in court. That's it. Real shit. That's it, bro. We just be out here. Nah. I'm ape. I'm big ape. My bad. I'm. It's like New York lingo, but like we just be out here. We be ego tripping too, and I understand it, bro. I understand that we don't have a really good relationship with the police, because I grew up during the stop and frisk era, and it was bad. The stop and frisk era was crazy. Oh, they go my boy Sleeps. Sleeps know about the stop and frisk era. You know about that shit. Hey, shout out to my boy Sleeps, man. If it wasn't for my boy Sleeps, I probably would have gotten a lot of trouble. Bro, I got so much stories to tell you, bro. I used to do so much shit before I used to come to that barber shop. I used to do so much bullshit before I used to come to that shop, bro. I don't know if any of y'all familiar with shit, man. Y'all hear my car? Y'all hear that bitch struggling? Y'all hear her? It's okay, girl. Calm down. It's okay. It's all right. But yeah, bro. So I used to live in Canarsie at first, right? I used to live with my dad and my stepmoms. But then I used to always go by my aunt, who lived deeper in Canarsie. So my aunt lived deep in Canarsie. She lived on 96 between Foster and Farragut. And like, I was like known over there and shit. It was weird. I lived up here, but like I was known over here, and I had joined like this little gang and shit. And we thought we was cool, bro. We used to beat people up at the party. We used to beat people up at parties and shit. But then I'll go back home and I'll be all, sturdiest and shit. And then half this shit I was doing, bro, you couldn't even, if somebody told you I was doing this shit, you would not believe. Cause at the end of the day, I wasn't no gangster. I was just lost. That's another thing. Cause I wasn't tough. I wasn't pussy, but like I wasn't I wasn't the type of person who would just jump off the porch like that. You got to give me a whole bunch of reasons. You feel me? And then my emotions would take over. That be the thing. Sometimes we mistake an emotional person for being tough. You feel me? We said, hold on, we said, damn, I can't see. Damn, I can't read the comments. Hold on. Live chat. Bro, yeah, bro, look. So she sleeps, you ain't even know. So look, right? I don't know if you know this nigga, but in over there on Foster, well, you hey, look, you know, you would know. So on the block you had like the Crips was on one side, and on the other side you had the Bloods and shit. So they was cool, but we had some shit called Young Light. We wasn't no Blood and Crip. We was just Young Light, right? So it was, damn, bro. I ain't gonna lie. This is memories. There you go. So look, we had Young Light, right? So our first little like, I guess thing. My boy Jamal used to date some girl. This story not for y'all too. Quote unquote gang incident. So she had given him a chain, right? And when they broke up, she wanted the chain back. So she started dating some dude. 92nd and she started dating some dude named Romeo. So Romeo was some nigga, he like Guyanese, but he sounded Jamaican. And my boy Jamal hated that because Jamal was really Jamaican. So Romeo used to call him on the phone like, hey, my yacht, you don't want the war thing them, you know. She said, give back the chain. Because if we find, because when I find you, bro, he used to call this man phone just talking crazy, right? So eventually, he was walking to, it was weird, bro, because he live in like East New York, and he used to come to Canarsie to see he used to come to Canarsie to see the girl, Marcella or whatever. And then, and we lived over there. So one day, he was walking down Remsen, we hopped off the bus and we whooped his ass. Bro. That was like the first little, you know, whatever. And then after that, we had a party, and then we beat somebody up at the party. But I ain't gonna lie, the dude at the party was wilding, because he was dancing on my boy's cousin, and like he was bending, you know, back in the day when folks was dancing, you bend somebody over, he kept on bending her over. So we like, hey bro, stop bending her over, bro. Like, what are you doing? He got warned mad times. Then he was just like, yo, fuck out of here. I don't know who told him to do that. He got his ass whooped with a bike. But anyway, yeah, bro. So all of that shit, I'm giving y'all some history. And it's gonna tie into the stop and frisk shit and how messed up it was. So I used to be in Canarsie, and then I ended up moving to East Flatbush. And like I knew some people in East Flatbush, but I'm gonna be real, I didn't really get along with a lot of them niggas over there. I did not get along with a lot of them dudes over there. He used to have dudes over there used to threaten to stab me while I'm walking to the bus stop to go to school. And then it got to the point where I stopped like waiting for the bus, and I just to walk from East Flatbush to Crown Heights to go to Wingate and shit like that. And then my boys, I used to play basketball. So now, this is where the stop and frisk shit is like crazy, right? Imagine you coming from playing basketball, you smelling like outside. You got your Mo Kirby jersey on, or you got your tournament jersey on, and then the police stop you talking about you fit the description. I fit the description of what? what I fit the description of? Somebody who's just playing basketball. I'm trying to get in the house. I smell like shit. So yeah. But anyway, man, yeah. I just had some moments. Shout out to my boy Sleeps, man. But moving forward, a few of my close friends have been asking me to start streaming. Now, I'm not sure if I want to do it. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, I'm grown, bro. I'm grown. And I feel as though that streaming shit is a little intrusive. Like right now, I'm picking and choosing. I am technically streaming, but you know, we having a 40-minute drive. I'm headed to work. Y'all chilling with me. You feel me? That streaming shit though, I don't know. I feel as though like after a while, every stream you gotta up the ante to keep your audience happy. And I'm not into all of that. I ain't into all that, bro. Have y'all been seeing some of the shit that be going on with the streamers? Like I know they got this one dude. Well, if you've been here, you heard me talk about him. The Jack Doherty. Jack Doherty was doing all the disturbing the peace and all that. And then even Neon. Breakfast Club, and they came at him for some of the things that he was saying in his past streams. You said volume. Y'all can't hear me? Y'all can't hear me? Don't tell me y'all can't hear me. If y'all can't hear me, that means that proves my point. I told y'all over here look like where they be stringing folks up. We find out service done went out. Oh, alright, I'm about to say, bro. But yeah, so I was thinking of streaming. But the way I want to, if I am going to stream, I want it to, I don't know. I want it to mean something. Like, I don't want to just be streaming to stream. Like, I want to accomplish something with my streams. I want to put on like a show. My mindset is a lot different from a few years ago. Because a few years ago, I would have been streaming at the strip club. A few years ago, bro, we'd have been at the strip club. I'd have took my wife with me. For y'all, you married. Why would you? Listen. Hey, I don't know what's going on. Yeah, bro, this shit. I'm keeping it 100 with y'all, bro. If y'all been here, a lot of y'all are semi-new. Even if you've been here about 3 years, you semi-new. You don't understand who I was, bro. Morally, some of the things I was saying real shit, but morally, you know, I could have watered it down a little bit. Like, I'd be looking at certain old videos, and I'd be like, damn, I really said that? I can't believe I said that. So yeah, if I was to stream back then, it would be like at the strip club. Like if I was to stream now, I'm thinking, I don't know, I'm thinking like community service type situations. Or hear me out. What y'all relationship streams? Would that be too gay if I was streaming like couple shit? Because I know a lot of y'all like seeing the interactions between me and my wife, but I'm telling y'all, it ain't always like that. It ain't always like that, y'all. She be wilding sometimes. She be doing some shit. She be doing some shit. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I love her though, but she be. There's a lot of y'all got y'all wives in here and y'all got girlfriends and stuff. Y'all know, bro. I'ma say it. Sometimes, right, I feel as though, as a man, hear me out. Some of y'all might agree. Some of y'all might not agree. The ladies might agree. The ladies might not agree. I feel as though sometimes as a man, you gotta protect your woman from herself. you gotta protect your woman from her own like devices. You know what I'm saying? And I'm noticing that more and more as we get older. That like I just, I just gotta like keep my wife on a straight path because her mind be and if I ain't there to police the situation, God knows what she'll do. If I ain't there to police the situation, bro, God knows what she'll get herself into. You feel what I'm saying? So that's how I feel, dog. And I don't know the baseline that like I'm trying to word it the right way. See, back in the day, I would just say what the fuck I'm thinking, and that'll get me in trouble. That you know what I'm saying? They'll rewatch this whole live and demonetize this shit or shadow ban me. I ain't trying to go through all that. So I'm trying to say it the right way. But I want y'all to pull something from this, okay? So I believe that I ain't gonna say like my wife is perfect. I'm not gonna say that. You can't say that. Nobody is perfect. But based on everything we've been through, right? And based on how she interacts with certain situations, for certain things, I put her as the standard. Right? For a lot of things, I put her as the standard. Now, a bit of personal information, my mother and I don't have the best relationship. And I know some of y'all might say, oh, well, you could just use your mother as a standard. No. No. Even as a young boy, I watched my mother make very horrible decisions. So, no. So, I use my wife as the standard. Even when we were, like, in high school and we were dating, then we came to college, I still used her as a standard. Even though she was really naive, it's still some of that, I don't want to say the wrong word, but her being naive created a perfect situation. I'm not gonna lie to you, it created a perfect situation until we came to college, and then she started hanging around. Well, her friends was cool, but the college atmosphere, it's a lot of Jezebels, and them Jezebels have a way of infiltrating a good girl's mentality. So that when we broke up, imagine you watching Laz now, commitment. Yeah, a lot of y'all still ain't subscribed though. But look, so when we broke up, right? I was in my feelings. Bro. Because I didn't see that shit happening. But then the crazy thing is, everything that we was going through, all the young ladies I came across were going through a similar situation. Oh, I've been with my boyfriend for such a long time, and I'm taking a break, and I'm this, that, and the third. So now with me using my girl as a standard, I would see certain shit, and I'd be like, damn, but why would you do that? Like, why you doing that? You feel me? Like I wasn't out here looking for no wife. I was out here trying to get my meat wet while still trying to get my girl back. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Some of y'all gonna say I'm a simp. You feel me? Some of y'all gonna call me whatever. But I was actively trying to get my girl back, and I was still doing dirt. So I'll be like talking to these girls, and I'm listening to them, and I'm like kind of understanding where they're coming from, and they had different dudes that they was talking to, and I ain't trying to be a man, so you can talk to whoever you want to talk to. I'll be the assistant coach of the situation. Don't mind me, I'm just a fly on the wall. As long as I get mines, whatever. But I'll be like, but some of the girls be sharing certain things, bro. And now as an adult, right, I think about those same young ladies that I was coming across. Not all of them, because there's like two that they're both married now too, and I be watching, they good wives or whatever. But a lot of them are the same young ladies that will come out and say they need a man that make $500,000 a year. Promise you. Now back then, before all like the social media got crazy, and you hear young ladies talk like that, back bro, talking to them girls, I knew like, yo, yeah, you wouldn't be a good girlfriend. You wouldn't be a good partner. Like, we can knock some boots, but that's it. Now I couldn't honestly tell you why. Like, it's just I had a feeling based on the shit she was saying, based on the way they interacted with me. But I just had a feeling like, yeah, you wouldn't be a good. And then come to find out, we in our 30s now, and I was right. So now, based on that, when I look at some of them videos or I come across certain people, I immediately go back. I immediately pull from that. You feel me? Or sometimes I just compare them to my wife. I just be like, would Danae do that? Nah. Now, again, I ain't, listen, some of y'all might have your mothers as your gold standard. I don't have that. And I know sometimes people say, oh, if a man don't have a good relationship with his mother, he ain't shit. That's not the case all the time. That's not the case all the time. Because I feel as though I'm a great husband. Y'all hear her? Y'all hear her? I'm on the highway now. Y'all hear her? She's struggling. Oh my God, she's struggling. My foot all the way down, bro. My foot all the way down on the floor. Come on, girl. Come on, girl. Ooh, she finally switched gears. Come on, girl. Let's go. I don't care what y'all say. We gonna go live again, and I'm gonna be in the damn Challenger so I can redeem myself. But really, I like this car. It's smooth. Is that the police? I thought I was police. But yeah, I just wanted to throw that out there. I don't think that you have to. I can't say that. I don't want to say that. I don't want to say that. I'll just say that's my situation. My situation, I don't have the best relationship with my mother, but I try my best. You know what I'm saying? And I'm touching on a lot of shit, bro. At this point, I ain't gonna have no reason to go live anymore. But even like what does it mean to be a man to some of y'all? You feel me? Like, for me, being a man is providing for my family. Now that could look like a lot of different things. So I'm gonna give y'all an example, and you know what I mean, just so y'all know exactly like who I am, how I be feeling and shit like that, right? So probably 80% of the money I make, I reinvested in shit so that if I'm not here, my family is gonna be good. Like that's where my mentality at. I reinvested in stuff so that, you know what I'm saying, God forbid, bro. But let's say I am here. By the time my son is 18, his college tuition is already paid off. Like, that's my mentality. So I don't really. The most I've ever really done for myself when it comes to spoiling myself is probably that car. And that's it. Besides that, everything else is just, all right, I got this policy, I got that policy. If something happens to me, they good. They don't got to worry about nothing. The house is going to be like, the house will be paid off. You feel me? Even with that, I got the house. I ain't really get the house for me. I got the house so my family could be good. I got the house so my son could have a different lifestyle that I had grown up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just think like that's what being a man is. Like, I be looking at some of these videos and dudes be talking about the whole alpha male shit, but like, to me, I don't think that's what being a alpha is. I don't even like the terminology. I don't like that. Like, everybody be trying to be under fucking some type of umbrella and some type of title and shit like that. Just be a man, bro. Just be the best man that you could be. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you try to do that, I feel as though you're trying to live up to a standard. Like, think about it, right? You going through normal day to day, something happened, and you got to question yourself, what would an alpha do? Instead of asking yourself, what would I do?
You asking yourself, what would an alpha do? You shooting yourself in the foot. So for me, that's what I be doing. Like I ask myself, what would I do? What would I do? And even a better question, what would the old me do? You feel me? Because every day you trying to improve. Every day you trying to be a better version of yourself. So sometimes when certain shit happen, I be like, what would the old me do? Oh yeah, the old me would do that. Oh yeah. See? Nah. So I can't move like that. That's how you get yourself in trouble. Like real shit, bro. So that's just, just don't try to live up to some title that people made for you, man. Just live up to yourself. Live up to your own expectations. Create expectations for yourself. That's just how I be feeling about certain shit. What y'all think? Y'all rocking with me? Y'all agree with me? I know I turned the live on and usually we be cracking jokes and shit like that, and I'm on here preaching. I didn't mean to turn it into a Sunday sermon. Okay? I didn't mean to turn it into a Sunday sermon. But it's just certain things. I'm just saying what's on my mind. I'm just speaking from the chest, you feel me? I'm just speaking from the chest. God. I ain't gonna lie, boy, last week I used to have to drive with the window down. I'm just so happy the AC working right now. I got that bitch on full blast. What time? Oh, I'm almost at the job, so look, I'll be able to pull up, chill in the parking lot for a little bit, and I could, you know what I'm saying? I could read some questions. I could, we could vibe for real now. I'm going too fast. I'm going too fast. I don't be trying to get pulled over here. Like over here, listen, I done heard some stories about over here, and I don't be trying to get pulled over. It's just, I got pulled over one time, and I didn't have my license. And the cop was cool about it too. It's like 4 in the morning. He's like, well, where you going, sir? I'm like, shit, I'm coming from work. He's like, license and registration. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I left my license at work, man. But I can give you my name and this, that, and the third. And he was cool about it. The crazy thing, bro, here's why I got pulled over. Now, sometimes we get used to ghetto shit, right? So, my tail light used to go out. And when I start the car, I used to have to go in the back and pound the tail light, and it'll come on. I'm just keeping it 100. Listen, it's folks out here that gotta open their car door from the outside. I just chalked it up as one of those moments. Sensibly, I could have just fucking changed my bulb out, but I didn't want to do that. I got so used to just starting the car, pounding on that bad boy about 2 times, and the light will come on. This particular morning, I forgot to do that. So I'm just driving. I seen the cop behind me, and I was trying to be ignorant, because I'm like, yo, why are you speeding up on me? I'm not finna move over. I was being rebellious, and that was my fault. I should have just moved my ass over. Pause. So eventually he put the lights on, he pulled me over. He told me my lights wasn't working. I was like, it's not working? I admitted to it. And I think he like, in the inside he laughed. I was like, yo, usually I just hit it about 2 times, it'll come on. Let me just go hit it 2 times and see if it come on. Bro, I went back there while he reading my license, and I'm pounding this shit, and it didn't turn on. It didn't turn on at all, bro. I'm just embarrassed as hell. He let me off with a warning. He told me to, get it fixed or whatever. Why, when I pulled up to my house, I'm in the driveway, I hit the shit and it turned on. I was mad as hell. But you know what? I went ahead and I changed it the next day. It was my fault. I was just being ghetto. I was just so used to being ghetto. Imagine that, bro. You turn your car on and you click your heels 3 times. oh, oh my god, bro. Sometimes, man. Sometimes, man. I'm almost there, y'all. I'm gonna get a chance to read some of these comments. Single mom kept me financially super set, but a lot of self-raising. My dad wasn't absent, but after divorce, he had his new family. We mostly have a telephone and major event relationship. Yeah, I think that'd be sad. That'd be sad. Like that's one thing I wouldn't want. I wouldn't want my son to not have both of us in the house. Like I see how much of a difference it makes when he can go to one room and his mother's there, or like he could come to my room and I'm there, or even now he got his own room and I got him an Xbox. I ain't gonna lie, I'm spoiling him a little bit, and that's something I gotta work on. But he got his Xbox and he's playing his game, and he'll come downstairs and get me. Then he'll go in the other room and get his mother, and he's like, "Oh, I want you to watch me play the game." And then we'll just sit there and watch him play the game. And I think like I'm happy that I could do that for my son. You feel what I'm saying? I'm happy. I don't want to come at nobody and say I don't understand how some people can't be in their kids' lives, because I have friends who are in situations where their girlfriend, their baby mother, their ex-wife has made it so difficult for them to be in their kids' lives. And it's crazy. It's insane to me. Now I'm not gonna act like I don't know folks who have kids and just ran away from that responsibility. I know dudes who ran away from that responsibility. And I just can't understand it, bro. I've been here since my little boy came out the poom poom. I've been out here since my boy came out the poom poom, dog. Since my boy came out I've been here. Bro, every time I come to ring the bell, this man, they got a whole camera and he can see. Thank you. They got a whole camera you could see, bro. I don't be understanding folks. I think we got a train today. Let me go ahead and pull up right quick. I'm gonna spend some time reading and answering some of these questions. You know what I mean? And I just want to say, bro, I appreciate y'all for chilling with me, man. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I feel good, bro. We averaged about 100 people for the whole 50 minutes. How long did I start the live before I started driving in the car? Anyway, all right, let's read some of these comments. They had a basketball clinic at Wingate Park yesterday. Little Tiger tried his best, but he still don't have a shot. Damn, I ain't been to Wingate in so long. Hope you're getting money. You're getting money training, bro. So I'm guessing you're talking based on the tax situation. So the tax situation really threw me for a loop. Now I knew I had to pay taxes, but I didn't understand. I wasn't expecting it to be that much. You know what I mean? Like I was expecting probably at most I was expecting $20,000 in taxes. You feel me? Now thank God I started saving, bro. Like I told you, I just be saving. So thank God I was saving that money, because if I didn't save that money, I would have been in some shit. Y'all want to hear something even crazier? So after I paid my taxes, I got a letter. I actually got the letter like 4 days ago. But I got the letter saying that after reassessing the taxes for that year, I owe $6,000 more. Think about that. I owe $6,000 more. So in total, I'm pretty much gonna pay Uncle Sam 44,000 dollars. $44,000, bro. I don't know. Like, I don't know how to really respond to that. I don't know how to respond to that. Because on one hand, you trying to do the right thing, right? And you want to be a law-abiding citizen. You want to pay your taxes. But on the other hand, you're like, I work so hard just to be giving this money away. Why am I giving this money away like that? I think that's really what hurt my feelings the most. I just feel as though I gave the money away. Then, I've been going to the doctors to try to check up and make sure I'm good or whatever. So on top of paying taxes, medical bills was coming in. We bought the house. That's more expenses. But at the same time, like, I was prepared for the house expense. I was prepared for my mortgage to be where my mortgage is at. You know what I mean? It went up like, it went up, okay? I'm gonna say that. I don't want to say too much, but it went up. I had new bills. Now I'm paying gas. Before I was just paying when we lived in that townhouse, all we had to really pay for was the electricity. So now I'm paying gas, I'm paying water, I'm paying electricity, HOA fees, and we got the security cameras, so that's a monthly expense. So those are 5 expenses that I accounted for. The taxes, that shit is crazy to me. Like, the taxes is crazy. The medical stuff, it's a little crazy, but also it's messed up that, like, Laz, your taxes are a lot less if you pay them every month. If you wait until the end of the year, you will have interest and penalties added. Totally understandable. So, to combat that, I had to turn my stuff into an LLC, and I have to, basically, the LLC is gonna pay me. So now, I'm gonna get some type of tax break because of that, and I can claim certain things because of that. But I just think it's wrong. I don't know how old a lot of y'all are in here, but when I was younger, it used to be this cartoon that used to come on Saturdays. It was called Robin Hood. I think Robin Hood was a fox, and the king was a lion. But anyway, bro, it just showed how unfair taxes were. Now, as a kid, I never really understood that. I never understood that as a kid. But even, as an adult, before I started making a little bit more money, I didn't understand that. I just understood W-2s. You feel me? But the more money you make, the more Uncle Sam want. And it's foul. I think it's foul, bro. So with that being said, I have to figure out certain things to protect myself and protect my family. Because at this point, bro, you might think you making $100,000, $200,000, but in reality, after Uncle Sam said, "Yo, you're run your pockets, my nigga." After Uncle Sam come run your pockets, you ain't making shit. And that's why you gotta live within your means, bro. You gotta live within your means. Don't get money and start trying to show out. start trying to buy everything you see. Don't do that. Because Uncle Sam coming. Uncle Sam coming, dog. Alright, what else was we talking about? Appreciate you and your content. Hope the family is well. I appreciate you too, man. You gotta get hella rich, then government pays you. Yeah, that's a fact. That is a fact. I'm gonna put y'all on something, right? I'm not trying to brag. I'm not trying to make myself seem like an angel. But I have a threshold of how much money I want to make. And I never try to go above that. So if you notice, sometimes I'll go a whole streak just uploading, right? And then like you see like for like 2 or 3 days I'll stop uploading. That's cause like I've met my threshold. With this whole tax situation, and this is why I don't like it, it's forcing me to go above that. Now I know some of y'all gonna say, what? You saying no to more money? At the end of the day, how much money do you really need? And another thing too, this is my mentality, bro. When you do content, and if any of y'all plan on doing content, when you do content, bro, if you start chasing money, your content is gonna suffer. And I never want to find myself within that. If I start doing videos, right, and then I notice that I do a video and it's just like, you really just did that video to put something out, I fall back. And I feel as though right now this whole tax situation is trying to force me to be one of them people that's just doing videos to make enough money so that when I pay Uncle Sam, I'm still straight. And I don't like that shit. I don't like that shit at all. That's that BS, man. It's like you can never just be. Low key, bro. Low key. If I didn't have my family, I'd have got me a fucking trailer and I would have lived out in the wilderness. Not even a trailer. I'd get me one of them vans and just drive around America. That's what I would have did. Because all this shit going on here, that's some BS, man. It's some BS. The more money you make, the more problems. That shit is so real. But I say all that to say, live within your means. I'm never going to stress that enough. Live within your means. Because at the end of the day, when you gone, ain't none of this shit going with you. When you about to buy some shit, right? Ask yourself, am I buying this because I want it? Or am I buying it because I want people to see me in it? You would drive yourself homeless trying to prove shit to other people. Trying to make other people jealous. Let's see, what else we got, man? What else we got? Damn, y'all been... I fixed lawnmowers. I own business, I just chill, ain't rich. Can't travel anymore, though. This society was made to drain us, lads. That's a fact. I don't know, I lived that hermit life. More money, more problems, put back in survival mode. Bro, yeah, bro. Be nice if taxes went to what they were meant to go to. Paying your fair share of taxes is the most patriotic-ish you can do. That being said, shifting to an LLC setup allows you to reduce the taxes. You said paying taxes is the most patriotic. I can agree with that. But at the same time, I don't think paying taxes is the most patriotic thing you can do. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think the most patriotic thing you can do is going to war. Going to war for your country is the most patriotic thing you can do. Now, the flip side of that is if they didn't have all that money from us paying our taxes, a lot of these wars that we be funding, a lot of these wars that we be instigating, they wouldn't happen. Really, I shouldn't be saying this shit. This shit could get me shadow banned. But they really be using our taxes to fund wars. My boy said, I ain't signing up to be shot. Yeah, at one point I wanted to join the military. Oh my God. Hold on, y'all. What time is it? Oh Lord. I got 16 minutes to get to the office. Alright. It's time for me to say my goodbyes. I appreciate all of y'all that spent some time with me. You know, hopefully, we can do this every other Sunday, right? Every other Sunday we could probably do this. I'll go live every other Sunday. I might start streaming. We gonna see. Now, the thing about streaming, y'all gonna have the fun to stream. And I ain't in the business of asking people to donate no money to me. I have a hard time doing that. If you seen the last video, y'all heard me talk about this shit. So, but streaming is, I'm just throwing that out there. But I do want to stream though. It's certain things I do want to show y'all. You know what I mean? Like, it's certain parts of Georgia that I think is just really beautiful. It's certain experiences that I want y'all to experience with me. You know what I mean? Like let's hold on. Hear me out. I'm gonna talk for 4 minutes. Let me set this one up for y'all, okay? So, I want to take my wife on a date night. Like, I want to do something special. And, I haven't been romantic in a long time. I'm gonna be real. I used to be like real romantic and shit. Well, I'm lying. Like, I'm capping. I'm capping. I ain't never been the most romantic person. But I do want to take my wife on like a romantic dinner, date, whatever. And I think that's something that I could stream. What y'all think? Is that too gay? Is that too soft? I'm asking y'all a question. Y'all hurry up. I'm gonna be late for work, man. What y'all think, bro? Much love, lads. Keep it up. Streams or not, we go. Start with a ride along. Y'all like the ride alongs? If y'all rocking with the ride-alongs, then I'm cool with that. Because I ain't gonna lie, this was kind of fun. Like, I'm thinking about it now. Like, I have some story times that probably would last more than an hour. And we could just drive around and I could just tell y'all the stories. I'm thinking about it now. This was really fun. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. This was fun. Crazy you say this morning my wife sent me a time loop of us 2 years ago on our last date. That's dope. Yo, Google be sending me shit. Oh, you know how Google be saving like all your videos and stuff from like years ago? I be watching some of them shits, bro. I be feeling some type of way. Like I feel as though Google is trying to say, "I, my boy, it's time to hit the gym. You doing too much. It's time to take your ass back to the gym." Cause I be seeing some of it. I be like, "Damn, bro, I used to be a height." Pause. I'm like, "Damn, I used to have an 8-pack." You feel what I'm saying? I remember them days. I mean, seeing that you aren't romantic, I wouldn't stream while you're out at dinner. That's true. But my wife, even if I was to stream, bro, my wife would be with it, bro. Like, y'all, I feel as though when y'all get a chance, even though some of the videos might be a little, I didn't have no filter back then. I was cursing a lot. Thank you for maturity. But if y'all go back to watch some of them videos, like when I used to vlog all the time, y'all would see my wife. Y'all think she funny now? She funny as hell, bro. She funny as hell, and I think she'll be with it, cause she don't. I ain't gonna say she likes social media, but she's a real personable person. Anyway, look, I'm over here talking. Y'all got me talking. If it wasn't for me having to go to work, I'd be on here all day with y'all. All right, I'm gonna see y'all. I'm gonna upload a video tomorrow because I got it. I got the joints edited. Well, I started editing. I'm gonna finish it when I get off work, and then we gonna do this again. So y'all be safe. YouTube start advertising those spandex muscle shirts for men in your timeline. Time to hit the gym. Alright, yo, how I get off? Wait, how I get off? Yo, I ain't been live. Look, I ain't been live for so long. I don't know how to get off. Alright, my people.